The following is distributed by the Berean Call.
Dear Dave and Tom, I've been listening to you talk about what you call the new militant atheism. You've stated that it is an aggressive form of materialism, and it certainly seems that way. It makes me wonder, though, since it claims to be anti-religion, how do you see it fitting in with what the Antichrist will bring about? How can an anti-religion prosper in a time that the Bible indicates, in Matthew 24, will be dominated by religious deception?
Yeah, Dave, we certainly have seen an aggressive, militant atheism to the point where they're just going after religion. But doesn't anybody recognize atheism is a religion itself?
Yeah, Tom, how is it going to fit in? Well, the Antichrist will pretend to be Christ, I believe. And we've documented that. I mean, just going back very quickly, anti is a Greek prefix. It has two meanings, opposed to or in the place of. And Constantine was the first one who came up with it, but he called it Vicarius Christi because he was speaking Latin. So he called himself Vicarius Christi, which Vicarius is the Latin equivalent of anti in the Greek. Vicarius Christi means in the place of Christ. So
the vicar of Christ,
right,
as he's referred to.
This is who the Antichrist will be. Now, look, atheism is out. These guys are not going to take over the world. A false Christianity will take over the world. Hinduism is not going to take over the world. Buddhism or Islam. And I have some ex-Muslim friends who try to persuade me that the Antichrist, he's going to be an imam. This is going to be Islam. I don't think so. Why would he be called Antichrist? Be called some anti-something else. So, Tom, it's a religious trip, and religion is growing. They can't get away from it, and you just said it. Atheism is a religion.
Yeah.
No question about it.
But let's throw another term in there, Dave. They like to refer themselves as humanists. Now that's, when you take a look at humanism, now the Antichrist, to me, fits right in because he sets himself up as God, to be worshipped as God, but God is man. He's the man God. And he says not only will he have signs and wonders, and there's another side to that. Dave, you remember C.S. Lewis. We don't promote everything that he says, but he did have some incredible insights.
Yeah.
And one, in the Screw-Taped Letters, he talks about this materialist, the materialist magician, one who doesn't believe in miracles, but basically believes in psychic phenomena and all these other kinds of things that come out of the human psyche. So I think these atheists who are humanists, they just fit right into the religion of the Antichrist, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, well, it's but they will become believers in the false Christ. The whole world will.
The man.
Right.
Okay. The man of lawlessness, as the scriptures describe him.
Well, in Revelation 12, where it says the whole world will be deceived by the devil, calls him that old serpent, the devil, the dragon, who deceives the whole world. But not quite everyone, because it talks about those who overcame him with the blood of the Lamb, the word of their testimony. They loved not their lives unto death. And so out of this great tribulation, there will be some believers, and apparently a huge multitude. But the rest will be deceived, including the atheists, and the Dalai Lama, and whoever it is, and they will all be united. We're heading for a one-world religion, we know that, and a one-world government. And it will be under the Antichrist, who will be not only the world emperor, but he'll be the Pope. I'm not saying he's the Pope. He's not the Catholic Pope. The Pope, I believe, will be his right-hand man, as the Pope was of Constantine. So you want to learn a little bit about the Antichrist, you can study Constantine. And he was the emperor, of course, who supposedly became a Christian, but did not, and he was still a pagan to his death. That's what it's going to be.
And Dave, again, the idea that atheism is anti-religion, only on the surface, but you have many of these atheists, militant atheists, who they believe in psychic phenomena. They believe in the kinds of things that they think they can explain from a materialist worldview. But just like the Buddhist who says, "Oh, I don't believe in God," well, just below that, there are all kinds of gods and goddesses and demigods that they believe in, and they go through all of these religious rituals to appease these gods. So I think it's the same thing.
The hardcore atheists, though, the Dawkinses and Harrises and Dennett's and so forth, they probably don't believe in psychic phenomena, but they believe in something as miraculous. Tom, they know the law of biogenesis. Life only comes from life. And they tell you, oh no, although this universe, Big Bang, was sterilized 1 trillion times over, what do you know? Out of this dead matter came life. So they're mystics in another sense, although they would deny it.
For more information about the Berean Call and a free subscription to our monthly newsletter, call us at 800-937-6638 or visit our website at www.thebereancall.org.